Welcome back to Single Player Party. So today we're going to do a playthrough of Doom Machine. I'm going to show you the setup real quick and just go over the setup and the rules. All my stuff, I like to do a little bit of rules talk while I'm doing the playthrough. So it's mostly a playthrough, but you should get an idea of how to play the game. I will localize how everything works. And yeah, I just go from there and we'll see if we can beat the Doom Machine. I've played this once. I was able to beat it yesterday. My wife got me this for my birthday. I was not part of the Kickstarter. I got it through GameCrafter. It's available now. Little expensive for what it is. And this, kind of like what would be a small, it's a teeny tiny game. I think it's $24. And then shipping there ain't cheap because shipping in general is not cheap. And so everything was like $32 to get to me. So that's expensive for a little game, but I love what it does. It's solo only, and so you saw I have some cards inside. That's because when we set up, which I'll show you now, you put some back in the box. So it comes with everything on these rule cards. So the gray cards are the rule cards, and I leave these two face up because it's got the legends for like what all the abilities are. For what you have to roll or what's going on the Doom Machine cards. So you put the Doom Machine itself on the bottom of the Doom Machine deck, and then you shuffle up the other cards. You put 6 back in here and put the rest on top of the deck without looking at them, and then you flip over 3, and this is the start of the machine. You get your 5 dice to roll. There's a dice pool here that will go onto the machines as they come out. You have the Doom Machine Tractor, which is your sentience and power. Sentience and power. And then on the other card, you have your player HP, shields, and utility. And this is the easy side A, which is what I played it on yesterday. And then you have side B, which is a little bit harder. It cuts out 2 of the utilities and cuts out 1 of the shields. And I definitely would have died yesterday had I not had all those shield spots because I got down to 1 health. So yeah, this game I think might play better on your second playthrough because you might miss. I noticed knocking dice and bumping a lot of dice can be an issue because then I've lost track of kind of where some things are. So it gives you a starting number for the dice here. So this one's going to start at a 4, this one's going to start at 6, and this one's going to start at a 3. And so the first thing you do is roll up your dice pool and see what you get. So I've got a 5, a 6, a 4, a 3, and a 3. So what we're looking at here is let me show them over here outside the glare. Let's see if I can fix the glare on the cards too. It kicks back in. Go with some warmer lighting. So hopefully that helps. It has the symbols. This one's going to deal some damage. And then it's going to... I haven't come across this yet. Only 1 shield can be played next turn. That's rough. But it doesn't look like I would be taking any damage the turn after that one yet. When these things start cycling, they start getting on different cycles. Like this one and this one will be cycling back before this one will. When it gets to the gray slashed out part, it will go back to the beginning. So you use your dice to attack the machine. You can set some aside for shields. You can use your utility spots. You have 3 utility spots where you can move a dice up or 1 down pip, and then these spots allow you to re-roll a dice. In order to damage the machine, we need to meet these conditions. This one will only go down if I roll 2 6s, which is rough. This one will go down for each dice attack for a 4 or a 5, and this one only goes down with 3 1s. Brutal. Very, very brutal. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to move this one up 1 pip so that I can get the 6 to deal damage there. And then I think I'm going to move these 2 up. Oh wait, I'm taking a lot of damage. So this one does damage equal to the power of the machine, which right now is 0. So that'll be 0. I'll take 3 damage. So I'm going to put 1 here to mitigate the damage that's going to be coming in next round. And then I will move this one up 1 pip to 4. So this will do a damage on a 4 or a 5. So I'm going to do a damage there. Okay, so we'll make this 5 a 6. We'll make this 3 a 4. And so these two will do 1 damage there. This will go down by 1, so this is a 3. And then this will go down by 5 for this attack. And then it'll go down to 4 for that attack. And now we go through and we cycle the machine down to its cycles. So cycle here will do 3 damage to us, which will get mitigated by that. Cycle here will deal 1 power damage, but it has no power, so we don't have to worry about that. It cycles down here, so now it gets +1 power and +1 sentience. So here's the thing. When you do them from this order, so you cycle them here first, then here, then here. If these cards would have come out flipped, this would have got boosted by 1 power, and I would have taken a damage there. But I don't have to do that right now. So, oh yeah, my hit points are at 10, not at 0. I'd be dead. Now, after we've cycled the machines, we carefully slide these over. And we're going to add 1 more. So we win when we defeat the Doom Machine. And we lose when we run out of health. That's the game. So this one's coming out with 4. And this can be any 2 that just equal each other. Easy peasy. So let's roll it up. Next round. So I need to get those 6s to get that 1 machine down, but that ain't happening. And I'm not getting a lot of 1s, so it's going to be tough. I could do rerolls. I don't know if I want to do rerolls yet. This thing is going to keep cycling and doing a lot of power. And when that goes, it's going to add even more power. So I definitely want to get rid of this one. So I can take these 2 and just drop that by 1. And then do 1 damage here. And then boost these each up by 1. I think I'm going to do it that way. Wait, how much damage am I about to take? I'm about to take 3 damage. So I do not want to do that. So I'm going to move 1 of these to the shields. So I will use my utility to make this a 4. And I'll continue attacking that one. So now we do our damage. So this 3 will go down to a 4. Oops. Wait. It was a 4. I just came out. So a 4 will go down to a 3. Pardon me. This one will stay the same. This one will go down from a 4 to a 3 for the first attack, and then a 3 to a 2 for the second attack. Okay. So now we'll cycle these. So this moves down and it gets +1 sentience. And then this will move down and do 3 damage, which will be absorbed there. This will move down and give +1 power. This will move down and do nothing. And then we've got to add 1. I'm gonna have to probably have to move my dice rolling tray off. So Cerebral Amplifier, another matching one, comes out with a 4. Both these are coming out with 4s. So this is gonna deal 3 damage. If sentience is higher than 5, it'll deal 3 more damage. So this guy's going to be boosting that. And these 2 are going to ramp the sentience up fast. So this is going to start doing a lot of damage. And it cycles very fast, so it's just a damage machine. Okay, so we need to... Oh, you got to be kidding me. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so that was a bit of a mess, but yeah, I got sunlight coming in. I don't know what's going on. I forget where I was. So I'm going to re-roll or roll these now. I think I just dropped that right before I deal with the next round here. So that shield is now really going to suck on this card. So I don't have 6 dice to start pumping out a lot of damage with these. So let's see what we can do. So I rolled kind of a straight A little bit of a straight here, and that's not going to be good for me. So 4 and a 5, I can get rid of this one. How much damage? So then I won't take any damage from that. That's a big key. I'll be taking 3 damage from that one. So I could put this here to shield, and then I can start doing some damage to this one, because I really want to get this thing off the board as fast as I can. Okay, so now whenever you beat a piece of the machine, this is a key aspect, you're gonna get one of the pieces dice. And just some lighting there, kind of trying to get as much glare off the cards as I can. So once I take that out, that dice jumps into my dice pool, and so here I need 2 dice, 2 dice, 2 dice. It'd be good to have the 6 dice, even though I'm still gonna need some for defense. But I think this is how I'm gonna do it right now. Alright, so now let's do the damage. So this will go down from a 4 to a 3. And then this will go down to a 0. So this actually now comes into my dice pool when I do the 2 damage there. Alright, so this comes off the board. So we'll put that in a Doom Machine discard pile. Slide these down. Make room for the next one. Comes out. Oh wait, so I need to cycle these first, then this will come out. So let's do that. So 3 damage. That absorbs 3 of it. +1 sentience. It's going up the sentience scale, which is not good for that card. This one is going to make it so I can only use 1 shield next turn. And then this one's going to boost the sentience and the power. Alright, now this card comes out. And it's going to be a 4. And now I'm rolling with my extra dice, which you need to get the pool up as high as you can. Also, a thing to note is that you can only ever have 5 of the yellow dice in your dice pool for 10 cards total. So, yeah, there's a cord there. Great. Okay, so I finally rolled some 6s, so I think I just need to lock in the damage on that guy. I am going to take 3 damage from this because it's not at that yet, and 3 more damage from this. Oh yeah, this is the one that does that. So I need 6. So I think I'm going to boost this one up and make that a 6. So that I can do that damage. And then I think I'm going to put these 2 here so that I can start blowing that up. This one's nice. It does 1 damage to all parts in play when you blow it up. So that'll be cool. But only 3 ones is going to be hard. So for this 3, there's really not much I can do with it. So that's just going to sit. So I will bump this up to the 6, and it will be my one and only shield, because this card, only 1 shield can be played next turn. So that's this turn. And let me do my damage. So this goes from a 3 to a 2. This one goes from a 3 to a 2. Chipping away, very slow. Okay, now we cycle these. So 3 damage there, 3 damage there. This goes now onto the scrape piece, which will send it back to its start. This one, same story, and this one, same story. So they're about to cycle all that stuff again. Now we gather up the dice pool and roll them. So that was a 1. This one was a 2, 3, 3, 5, and a 6. So I got 1 match. I can bump that up to a match, but I'm going to take 3 damage here and 3 damage here. So I need to supply 6. I'm going to set these 2 here for rerolls. And set this one here to bump it up. think this one I'm going to send here. And then this one will go here when I bump that up. So let me do these rerolls. This reroll. Just see what I get. A 5 and a 2. So I don't have to lock that. I didn't have to lock that in yet necessarily. But I'm gonna bump that to a 5, up to a 6, and then I'm gonna be taking 6 damage. So I want to bump this up to a 6 as well. Again, another useless dice. So this will become a 6 and go for defense. I'll just put that as defense 2, and then this 5 becomes a 6. And we'll keep chipping away at these. And I don't think I brought one out. Because if this one moved down, then one would not have come out. So before I'm really cheating. And then if I'm cheating to bring out extra, then at least that makes it harder for me. See, this is the one thing that's hard. This game has a lot of record keeping, and so like if you forget or you bump a dice or was it on that spot or that spot, it's kind of hard to figure out where you were. The great thing is it's a solo game, so if you're, I'm not doing air quotes, but if you're cheating unintentionally, just set it back to whatever you thought it was closest. And the only thing I don't like about this is the fiddliness. Sometimes I get a little lost on that. And that was just happened to me a little bit yesterday, but I think it was a pretty clean win. And I don't think I'm too far off on this one. I don't know how many turns I've had. If I knew how many turns I've had, then I could figure out how many I'm supposed to spin out. So. See, this changes everything. Because that one's going to cycle now. Because it was supposed to come out last round. Yeah, it was supposed to be out. So now I'm going to take damage. And I'm going to eat it because I messed up. So I'm going to eat the damage. Because I don't think there's really much I want to change. I mean, I want to get rid of that one too. But what can I do? Okay, so let me do my damage. So this becomes a 1, and this becomes a 1. So those are satisfied. So now let me take my damage. This is deal 1 damage for every part card in play. So there's 6. So I'm taking 6 damage. So that just got 8 right there. Then 3 damage. So now I'm taking 1. This is going to cycle back to the beginning. This is going to add +1 sentience. This is going to do 3 more damage to me. So from 9, I go down to 6. And then this is going to boost the system on both sides. So 1 sentience and 1 power. Brutal. Okay, now let's make sure we slide this down. Now this one's going to do 7 damage to me. I am way behind the curve, I feel like, on getting... Oh... Okay, it's not gonna. Hard cycle isn't gonna be next to the Doom machine. That's good. But this one's gonna make this one go faster. So I'm gonna get hit every time with this thing. This card is rough. I think I'm gonna lose this one. But let's play it out. I might be getting 2 more dice right now, if I'm lucky. Okay, so there's a 1 and a 1. I got my 2 6s to try to beat that one. So a 4 and a 3. Okay, so I like my 6s there. How much damage am I about to take? 3. Sentience is about 5, so that's going to deal 6. And this one's going to go away, so it's not going to deal anything. These match, so I actually don't want to re-roll them. This one has to be a 3 and any number greater than 3 with it. And this one has to be a 3 and a 4, which is kind of nice there. So I'm about to take 6 damage from that. Or am I? I'm not. I'm gonna defeat that one. Whew! You gotta pay attention. So this one's gonna go away. This one's gonna go away. So I am not gonna take any damage I'm going to take 5 damage. So I'm just going to put these 7 as the shields, because this one's going to cycle the one next to it. And so on it's going to, this one's going to force this one back to the top right now when it moves down, and then it's going to damage me right away. These two are going to kill me so fast. Okay, I'm locking this in. I don't even need to do any utility stuff, because I'm only going to take the 7 damage at most from these cards. So let's do the damage to this one, so I get this to the dice pool and not take any damage from it. 6 is there, so that comes to the dice pool, and that one's out too. Alright, now we cycle them. So this one is going to force this one to cycle. Now this one's going to come down and do 1 damage for every card in play, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I absorb that. So this one's going to move over here. That's nothing. This one's going to just keep this machine beefy. I mean, this one is just ramping the machine up, so for when the actual boss comes out, the boss is just going to smack me so freaking hard. And this one is going to feed this one now too. So these are going to... This one you have to kind of defeat in one round, it appears. Because if you do 2 damage to it, it's just going to repair itself. So this one's hard. But now I've got a nice dice pool. I'm too short on my max dice pool. So some 3s, another 3. I'm never getting those 1s. Okay. So the 2 3s can go there. How much damage am I going to take? 4 damage, 8 damage. Whew, this is going to be a damage round. So I'm going to take 4 damage, 8 damage, plus 6 is 14, 17 damage. This thing is brutal. So 17 damage. I got a lot of 3s, wow. I could get rid of that one. That would get rid of 4 of the damage off the top. And that one I do want to go away right away. You can get rid of that one right away. That's what I like to do. This one's not really doing much, and when it dies it gives it +2 power. It's brutal. So I don't... 2, 4, 6, 8. I could do 4 damage to that if I had the right dice. But I'm a little off on the right dice. So I think the first thing I want to do is re-roll this die and just see what I get. I got a 4. So I could take out that. And then I'm only taking 4 plus 5, 9. 9 and 3, 11 damage. I would only take 11 damage this turn. And I could bump one of these up. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to make this a 5 and put it there. Put that there. Then I'm going to make this a 3. And this a 3. I'm on 6 health, by the way. So now 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage. Get rid of that just in one go. And then I think I'm only going to take 1 damage when this goes through. So let's find out. So 3 becomes a 2, becomes a 1, becomes dead, and goes into my dice pool. So that's good. Doom Machine's about to come out. So those are done. So we move this here. And now I take 4 damage. So this is down to 1 shield. This cycles back. This is... Oh, I didn't plan that right. It's going to hard cycle it next round. And it's going to hard cycle the Doom Machine right away. Oh my gosh, I'm so done. So now I'm taking 3 damage. So 5 becomes a 2. Back to the start. And +1 sentience. And +1 power. And now for La Doom Machine. Savage. So this is going to be a big damage round now. Yeah. Okay. So it's going to do 8 plus 6. So it's going to do 14. And then this one's going to do... So 20 damage. I'm looking at 20 damage. That's a 1. That's a 2. Oops, sorry. Believe me, I don't want those to be 1s or 2s, so I'm not cheating on that. I finally got my 3 1s. Does me no good over there, although this thing's gonna max that thing out. I don't remember if it says like if you lose if that thing maxes out, but I don't believe so. I think you just lose if you if the machine destroys you first. You win the game when the Doom core has been destroyed. You don't have to clear all the machine parts cards to win. However, your HP is reduced to 0. The machine destroys you first and you lose. So I was wondering if like this thing ramps up to 10 and 10 if I automatically lose, but I don't. So the thing of this is, right now, if I could just roll all 6s, you might be able to power through it, but it's not enough. I need way more defense, because right now I'm sitting on like the lowest defense ever. I can only take half of it, and I will die. So I'm gonna re-roll. So here's a match. Here's a match. I'm gonna re-roll these 3, because if I gotta get matches, I can at least beat that. So I can't do that, but at least I can start chipping away at that and doing 1 there. So this thing's gonna cap out soon anyways. So far I think I'm just gonna re-roll these 3, so that'll use up those 3 slots. Wow, you're not gonna believe it. 5, 5, 6. So let's see what we can do now. So I need to take 20 of it. So I'm just going to put those 4 down as 20, because I don't want to take any damage. Is there something else I can do? Could I just do... Maybe I can take 18, bump 2 of these up, take 18, and then do some more damage and get another dice. That thing's going to give it +2 power when it dies. That's nuts. I mean, it's about to cap out. So I gotta go YOLO. Everybody's favorite phrase. That'll reduce the amount of damage I take too. Okay, so we'll lock in that. This 5 becomes a 6. This 5 becomes a 6. And then we're going to do all of our damage over here on this guy, who just is asking for pairs. So 2s, 4s, 2s, 1s, and 5s. So let's do that damage. And so I absorbed this because I've only got... And that's my 5th one. Okay, so no more dice for me. So that goes away. This will collapse. So now this is going to cycle. So, boom. That hits very hard. So it's doing 8 plus 6 is 14. This is going to move it this one more. But it's already done its damage, so that doesn't do anything. This is going to move it here and damage me from this ability. So now it's doing 5. So I took 14 plus 5, 19. So I only take 1 damage that turn. And now on its turn, it's going to cycle right away. I need to get rid of this one so fast. This cycles back, and this is going to cycle back. Okay, so 1 damage, but I haven't done anything to the Doom Core yet. I need to roll all 6s and I win. That's not all 6s. I got 1 6. Let me pull these 2 out. The 2 and the 4. And then I'll rotate it. So 3, 3, 6, and 1. 3, 3. Oh, I did have another 6. So 6 and 3. Lots of 3s. Pairs are good. How much damage am I going to take? I'm going to take 3 and 5. So I'll take 8 damage. Do I have a 5? A 5 could be bumped up to do 1 damage to that, but I can't. So one pair there could hurt that. I need 4 pairs of 3 and 4. So there's 1. And then this one could be moved up. I think I should just reroll these 2 because I don't think they're giving me anything right now. They don't match anything and they're so low. So I'm going to reroll these 2. Oh, a 6 and a 4. Okay, so I could do 1 to the Doom Machine instead of that one. I think that's what I want to do. That thing is hard to hit. So now I can't get rid of this thing, so I'm definitely going to take the damage. So how much damage am I taking? 5 and 3 is 8. I could do this. Seems brave and bold. And then it's going to damage me faster. And it's going to max out. Screw it. Let's do it. Okay, so this 4 becomes a 3. Those are paid for. And then I'm doing 2 damage to this thing. So this 4 becomes a 2. Alright, now we cycle. So the Doom Machine maxed out its sentience. And it's up to 8 power. This goes back to the start. I take 5 damage. I take 8 damage. Mitigated by the 9. This is going to move. Plus 1 sentience. It's capped. Plus 1 power. So that thing's at 19. Alright. Next it's going to cycle it. So I'm going to take damage next turn from the Doom Machine, which is going to be 19. So I'm going to take 22 damage next turn. I'm sure I only have 5 yellows. Okay. Maybe I can slide these back down. Wait, I want to put some dice in front of it. Just to bring this where you guys can see all the dice rolling. Did I get 3 6s? I did. I want to keep chipping away at the boss, Daddy. That's good. But I'm going to take all that damage. Let's see if I can mitigate any of it. So this one is going to damage me too. I didn't calculate that. So this is going to go there. He's going to force this to move there, and then so he's going to damage me. He's going to damage me, and he's going to damage me. So how much is that? That's going to be 19, 24, 27. So the most I can mitigate is 24. So I'm definitely taking 3 damage, which so I need to do that. And I've got to stop right now because the family is home. Okay, I will pick this up tonight.